Hollywood isn't just a city. Sometimes it becomes a curse. Sometimes it becomes a trap, and sometimes it extinguishes the stars. In 2022, I started working as a talent manager in Hollywood. A-list celebrities, big films, millions of dollars. But something was different. You know about the 27 Club. Hendrix, Joplin, Morrison, Cobain, Winehouse, all died at 27. But nobody talks about the other club, the Hollywood curse. Every 10 years, a star disappears right at their peak, inexplicably. And 2022, it was time. First day I went to the office in Beverly Hills. My client list was shocking. Tom Holland, Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, Anya Taylor-Joy, young, bright, rising stars. But the senior manager told me something strange. Don't become too close friends with them. Maintain emotional distance. Why? Because some of them will disappear. The first month went normally. Auditions, meetings, contract negotiations. But then I started noticing. All A-list celebrities were working with the same person. A life coach. Nobody knew his real name. Everyone just called him the Handler. I first saw the Handler at Tom Holland's house. I was late to the meeting, an old man, maybe in his 60s, but his eyes were much older, like they'd seen centuries. "Ah, the new manager," he said, smiling. "Welcome to the family." Tom was acting strange, normally talkative, joking, but with the Handler there, he was quiet, obedient. "We have big plans for Tom," Handler said, "but first he needs to accept something." Accept what? The price of fame. After the meeting, I asked Tom, "Who is this guy?" "I don't know, but everyone works with him. DiCaprio, Pitt, Cruise. They were all his clients once." "Why past tense?" Tom stopped. "Because some of them graduated." "What does graduation mean?" "I don't know. But Handler says stars who reach the highest level graduate. Then nobody sees them." One night, there was a secret meeting at Chateau Marmont. Only select stars were invited. I was invited as a manager too. When I entered the suite, I was shocked. There were 20 people in the room, all familiar faces, but none were talking. Only the Handler was talking. "Time is coming," he was saying. "The sacrifice must be made. Every decade, one star must ascend." Zendaya whispered, "What does ascend mean?" "Transcendence, beyond fame, beyond mortality, true immortality." "But what's the price?" Timothée asked. Handler smiled. "One of you." The room fell silent. Everyone looked at each other. "This is nonsense," I said, standing up. "What are you talking about?" Handler turned to me. His eyes went black, completely black. "Sit down. You don't understand the system yet." I didn't sit. "What system?" "Hollywood curse. Every 10 years, the brightest star is taken. Their soul is given to Hollywood. In return, the others become stronger." "This is insane." Marilyn Monroe, 1962. James Dean, 1955. Heath Ledger, 2008. Paul Walker, 2013. Chadwick Boseman, 2020. I froze. They died of natural causes. No death in Hollywood is natural. After the meeting, everyone panicked, but nobody talked, like they'd signed an NDA. I caught Anya Taylor-Joy in the hallway. "Is this real? Will Handler really kill someone?" "Not kill," she said, trembling. "Ascend. But nobody comes back." "Why don't you go to the police?" "Because we signed a contract. In blood. Without Handler, our careers end. Our fame disappears." "When did you sign?" "Before our first big role, all of us. Tom, Zendaya, Timothy, me. We all let Handler find us roles. And in return, you sold your soul." "No, just lent it. For 10 years. But when 10 years are up, someone gives it permanently. That night I researched the history of the Hollywood curse. 1955, James Dean, car crash, but seen with the handler before the accident. 1962, Marilyn Monroe, overdose, but said, "They're watching me," before dying. 2008, Heath Ledger, drugs. Personality changed after Joker role, said, "I can't escape the character." 2020, Chadwick Boseman, cancer, but told nobody about his illness like he knew. Common thread, they all died at their brightest, and all acted strange before death. Then I found it, an old Hollywood insider's blog, a deleted but archived post. The handler is not human. He's been here since Hollywood began. Every decade he collects. The star's soul powers the industry, their fame, their energy. It feeds everyone else. At night I went to Hollywood Boulevard, to the Walk of Fame, looked at the stars. I found James Dean's star, put my hand on it, and I heard it, a scream, very faint, but there. "Help me. Trapped. Can't escape." I touched other stars, Marilyn, Heath, Chadwick, all the same thing. Their souls were trapped in the stars, buried in Hollywood's ground. And every time they were touched, every photo taken, tourists were stealing their energy, without knowing. A week later, the handler gathered everyone again, this time a different place, an old theater from the 1920s. "Time to choose," he said. "Who will ascend?" Tom, Zendaya, Timothée, and Anya stood side by side, all scared, but none trying to escape. "How will you choose?" Timothée asked. "The one who shines brightest." Box office, awards, social media, numbers don't lie. Handler opened a screen, 4 names, 4 scores. Tom Holland, Spider-Man success, highest box office Zendaya. Emmy winner, highest critical acclaim, Timothée Chalamet. Oscar nominee, highest indie cred, Anya Taylor-Joy. Queen's Gambit, highest streaming numbers. "All impressive," Handler said, "but only one can be chosen." Then the screen changed. Real scores appeared, but these scores were soul energy, and the highest was Anya. "No," I screamed. "You can't do this." "Contract signed," Handler said. She agreed. Anya was crying but not moving, like there were invisible chains. "Anya, run," I said. "I can't," she said. "Contract holds me." Handler approached her, put his hand on Anya's forehead. "Your light will power the next generation. Your fame will never die. You will be immortal." Anya's eyes closed. Her body fell to the ground, but a light rose, golden-colored, bright. Anya's soul. Handler took it, put it in a small glass bottle. "Welcome to the collection," he said. Handler took us to a room. On the walls were hundreds of bottles, each glowing with golden light. "Marilyn Monroe," he said, pointing to a bottle. "James Dean, Heath Ledger, Chadwick Boseman, River Phoenix, Brittany Murphy, they were all there. Hollywood's lost stars. And now Anya Taylor-Joy," he said, placing the new bottle on the shelf. "Why?" I asked. "Why are you doing this?" "Because Hollywood is a machine, and machines need fuel. These souls are the purest fuel, pure fame, pure talent, pure potential. But they're human. No, they're stars, and stars burn, they give light, then they fade. This is the natural cycle." That night, I gathered Tom, Zendaya, and Timothée. "We have to escape. From Handler, from Hollywood, from everything." "We can't," Zendaya said. "Contract? Fuck the contract. Anya is dead." "No," Timothée said. "Not dead. Trapped. And maybe we can save her." That night we went back to the theater, entered the collection room. We took all the bottles, Marilyn, James, Heath, Chadwick, Anya, all of them, and started breaking them. With each broken bottle, A soul was freed. Golden light rose toward the sky. "Stop!" Handler screamed. But it was too late. When I broke the last bottle, Anya's, the entire building started shaking. Handler's power came from the souls, and now they were all free. "What have you done?" he screamed. His body began to rot. He'd lived for centuries, but now his time was up. When Handler died, all contracts became void. Tom, Zendaya, Timothée, all were free. Anya's body was found, in a coma, but alive. Doctors called it a miracle. 3 weeks later, she woke up. Didn't remember anything, but was alive. Now I work a different job, stay away from Hollywood. But sometimes at night, I look at the stars and wonder, how many more are there? How many more Handlers? Because Hollywood never sleeps, and the price of fame is always high. I'm telling you this story because a warning is needed. If one day someone offers you guaranteed fame, if you see a contract signed in blood, if success comes too easily, ask, what's the price? Because nothing in Hollywood is free, and some bills are paid with your soul.